Hey crochet lovers, welcome to AB's Art. In today's tutorial, we will going to see how to make this very easy and pretty leafy drawstring bag. I have also added tassels with bead here and bead on the center of the flower here. And this is a very super easy drawstring bag which can be made by a beginner as well. So let's start by seeing what materials are required and let's get going. So for this tutorial I have taken all these spare yarns which I have, and I will use all these spare yarns to make a small bag or a small pouch with this, the granny square pouch. And this is the square, this is mandala granny square that I'm going to make with small bead in between. And I've made one part and I'll make another part, and then I'll show you how to join and to turn this into a drawstring small bag. So it might happen that I'll make this video in two parts. So let's start. Okay, so I will start making this with a basic color. The very first color, we will start with a magic circle. I make my magic circle like this. I hold it like this on my this finger, and I make a cross on it. Then putting my hook inside and grabbing the yarn, I'll directly start making chain 2. This chain 2 would not count as any single or double crochet. This is just the base. Now I will make 12 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and this is my last double crochet, which is the 12th one. Now I'll pull this yarn to fasten it, and on the very first double crochet here I will make this. These are my chain 2 and this is my first double crochet. I'll make a slip stitch on the very first double crochet here like this. Now I'll slip into this space between two double crochets. I'll take my yarn along with, so that I can hide the tail. So I'll do a slip stitch. Now I'll make chain 2, which will count as one double crochet, and then in each of the spaces between two double crochets I have to make 3 double crochet cluster. So these 2 would count as one double crochet. I'll make 2 more, but these 2 more would be like this, incomplete, and 1 more. So this would count as my 3 double crochets on the hook with 3 loops. I'll wrap the yarn through all the 3 loops and I'll complete the detour. That means double crochet cluster, 3 double crochet cluster. Now I'll make a slip stitch in the same space here and 1 chain. Again, in between these 2 I'll insert my hook and I'll make 3 double crochet cluster, not any of the slip stitch. I'll make 3 double crochet cluster, 1, 2 and 3. I have 4 loops. I am pulling the yarn through all the 4 loops and tying it, and then I'll make a slip stitch in the same space like this. So this is my second petal. Likewise, I'll complete all the petals, and in total I should have 12 petals. I'll see you at the end of the round to show you what we have to do next. So here I've completed all the 12 petals, and now I'm at the end of the round. I'll make a slip stitch in the very first stitch here. I'll make a slip stitch here like this. Now I'll make 2 slip stitches, one here on the top and another one here in the second stitch here. I'll make 2 slip stitches and then I'll make 3 double crochet cluster in this, 1 slip stitch and 2 chains. Instead of 1 chain we have taken in the last round, we will make 3 double crochet cluster in this 1 chain gap, and we will make slip stitch and 2 chain in between. So I show you what we have to do. So this is my last slip stitch to get into this middle part in between these 2 petals. Now I'll make chain 2, which will count as 1 double crochet, and then 2 more double crochet. So I'll not complete these 2 double crochets because I have to make 3 double crochet cluster. Then similarly I'll make a slip stitch in the same space and I'll make chain 2. Now in between these 2 petals here where we have made chain 1, here I'll make 3 double crochet cluster, 1, 2 and 3 together, making a slip stitch in the same stitch and chain 2, 1 and 2. I'll show you one more time. In between these 2 petals in the chain 1 gap here, I'll make 3 double crochet cluster, 1, 2 and 3, 1 slip stitch and chain 2. Likewise, I'll complete this round. I should have again 12 petals all over. I'll see you at the end of the round to show you what we have to do next for the third round. Okay, so I have completed this third round as well, and I'm making a slip stitch in the very first the second chain stitch which we have taken at the start, the two chain stitch. In the second chain stitch I'll make a slip stitch, and now here I'll cut my yarn because I have to start with my another color yarn. I'll hide this tail afterwards. So far my work looks like this. Now I'll grab my red color yarn here and I'll connect this here in the chain 2 space. Directly I've connected it in the chain 2 space. I'll make 1 chain and then 1 single crochet, 2 chains and 1 single crochet in the chain 2 space here. Then we have 2 stitches here. I'll make a slip stitch, single crochet in these stitches here. In the 2 stitches, single crochet, and then in the middle 2 chain space I'll again make 1 single crochet, 2 chains and 1 single crochet. Again making 2 single crochets here in the next 2 stitches here, 1 and 2. In the chain 2 space I'll make 1 single crochet, chain 2 and 1 single crochet. So likewise I'll keep repeating and I'll complete this round 4, and I'll see you at the end of the round here. So here I've completed my round, and I'm gonna make a slip stitch here in the second chain stitch which we have taken at the start to make to count it as 1 double crochet, and I'll make a slip stitch here. Now I'll cut my yarn and I'll change color here. Now we have to work in these stitches, in the middle stitches, this 1 2 3, then 1 2 3. Either you work on this corner, the very first corner from here, or the very first corner from here, but we have to work in these stitches. So I'll join my new color, another color. So I'm attaching it here on the third single crochet that we have made here. I'll attach it and I'll make chain of 3 as 1 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3. In the next stitch I'll make 1 double crochet and then I'll make chain 4 up, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and I'll make a picot. So in the very first stitch, near the stitch we have 2 loops here. I'll grab my yarn from the 2 loops and pull it through the back loop and make a slip stitch. So I have a loop or a picot of 4 chain stitches, and I'll make 1 more double crochet in the next stitch. So it will be 3 double crochets like this. Now chain of 3 chains. I'll make 3 chains and I'll push this chain 2 gap up here, and behind this I'll make 1 double crochet in the third single crochet from the last round here in the corner like this. Then a double crochet in the next stitch, then chain 4 picot, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do a slip stitch here and a double crochet in the next stitch here like this. Now chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Again, in the last single crochet from the last round, I'll make 1 double crochet, another double crochet in the next stitch and chain 4 picot like this, slip stitch and a double crochet in the next stitch. So likewise I'll keep continuing and I'll make 4 of the petals like 12 of the petals like this. I'll see you at the end of the round to tell you what we have to do next. So here I've completed this round. This was first, second, third, fourth and fifth round, and here I'll make a slip stitch in the very first, in the third chain stitch which we have made at the start to make as a 1 double crochet like this, a small 1 chain up, and I'll cut my yarn. For the next round I'll grab my another color, which is this color, and I'll repeat the same 2 double crochets, chain 4 picot and 1 double crochet with a chain of 3 in between in every chain 3 space here. So 1, 2 and 3 chain up, which will count as 1 double crochet, another double crochet, chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, picot like this, slip stitch and 1 more double crochet here, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, then here in another chain 3 space here I'll make 1, 2 double crochet like previous round, chain 4 picot and 1 more double crochet. So we have to work likewise in every 3 chain gap here, in the 3 chain space, every space we have to work here. And I'll complete this round. I'll see you at the end of the round. At the end of the round we should have 12 of these petals, and this would come up like this. So here I've completed this round, and I'll do my final stitch, which is a slip stitch in the third chain stitch which we have made at the start as 1 double crochet like this, and I'll cut my yarn. So far my work looks like this. Let's start with another round now. I believe you would get another round in my next part of the video. Now, working in the any of the corner loops, this amongst the 3 double crochet, working in here, any of the, you can grab any of them and we'll start making here. First you lock your new yarn, your another color yarn, with one chain and one single crochet like this. Now in the first loop, in the first chain 3 space here, we will make we will make 2 half double crochets, 1 and 2, then 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, like this. Then in the first double crochet here, amongst the 3 double crochet that we have made, 1, 2 and 3, in the corner 1, what you will make is treble crochet 3 times. Here in the corner you will make 3 treble crochets. This is 1. Okay, I'll show you one time how I made treble. Grabbing 2 loops of my yarn on my hook, 2 times I'll take yarn, I'll insert my hook in the stitch, pulling up the yarn again. I have 4 loops, taking out from first 2 loops, then 2 loops and the last 2 loops. This make my one treble. This was the second one and this is the third treble. Now I'll make chain of 1. Then here in this corner, in the third double crochet, I'll make 3 trebles, 1, 2 and 3, like this. Now we will repeat this part here in the reverse bed. First we have made 2 half double crochet, then 2 double crochet. Now we will do 2 double crochets, 1, 2 and then 2 half double crochet, 1 and 2. Now every time we have to work in the corners. So here in this corner, in the second double crochet here, I'll make 1 single crochet like this and then chain 1 and then 1 single crochet.